No more lies. Claire finally learns the truth Holden and Sienna are hiding, young and restless. For days, Claire Grace had felt something was off, an uneasy tension lurking in every corner of the Newman estate. Holden's sudden silence, Sienna's unusual warmth, and all those whispered conversations that stopped the moment she entered the room, it all added up to one thing, a secret, and not a small one. Claire had rebuilt her life piece by piece. After everything she endured, she promised herself one thing: never again would she allow lies to take control of her world. But now, she could feel deception circling her like a storm. And that storm was coming from Holden and Sienna. The suspicion begins. It started with Holden avoiding her questions. Normally calm, open, and steady, he suddenly had answers that were just a little too quick, a little too polished. Claire noticed everything. She always did. Sienna, on the other hand, became overly friendly. Too sweet, too supportive. It was the kind of attention Claire received only when someone was trying to cover a wound before the bleeding showed. One afternoon, Claire walked into the main house and found Holden and Sienna standing close together, whispering. When they saw her, they jumped apart like they'd been caught committing a crime. That was the moment Claire knew. There was no misunderstanding. Something was wrong. A trail of clues. Claire didn't confront them immediately. Not yet. She watched instead, quietly, sharply. Holden constantly checked his phone. Sienna sneaked out late at night with flimsy excuses. And then there was the folded letter Claire found tucked behind the sofa cushion, addressed to Holden, but in Sienna's handwriting. Inside was a single line. We have to tell her before she finds out another way. Her heart nearly stopped. Tell her what? The final clue came unexpectedly. Claire overheard Sienna on the phone, voice trembling, pacing the hallway. She deserves to know the truth. Yes, Holden agrees, we just don't know how she'll react. Claire didn't catch the rest, but it didn't matter. The truth was crawling toward her and Claire was done waiting. The confrontation. The next evening, Claire called both of them to the Newman ranch. Her voice was steady, but inside, every nightmare she ever lived was waking up again. Holden arrived first, tension written across his face. Sienna followed, unable to meet Claire's eyes. Sit, Claire said, her voice sharper than she intended. All right, no more secrets. No more half answers. Whatever the two of you have been hiding, you're going to tell me. Now. Holden and Sienna exchanged a long, silent look, one that only confirmed everything Claire had been fearing. Holden breaks first. Claire, I never wanted to hurt you, Holden said, voice shaking. This isn't what you think. Then explain, Claire shot back. Because right now, it looks like the two of you are lying to my face. He swallowed hard. Sienna finally stepped forward, wiping a tear before it fell. Claire, she said softly, this secret wasn't kept to betray you. It was kept to protect you. Claire stiffened. That phrase, to protect you, was a trigger burned into her past. She hated it. Protect me from what? She demanded. Holden reached into his jacket and pulled out a small, sealed envelope. This, he said, it's about your past. Something new. Something you weren't supposed to find out this soon. Claire stared at the envelope like it was poison. Sienna stepped closer. You're stronger now, Sienna whispered. You deserve to know the truth about the person who's been watching you, the person connected to everything you went through. The truth lands like a bomb. Claire opened the envelope with trembling hands. Inside was a photo, grainy, recent. A man standing outside Newman Enterprises. A man she recognized. Her biological father. A man she believed was long dead. Her voice cracked. He's alive, and he's here. Holden nodded slowly. He's been trying to contact you. Sienna found out first. I didn't want you blindsided. Claire felt the room tilt. Every breath felt heavy. Betrayal, shock, relief, rage. It all crashed into her at once. You should have told me, she whispered. No more lies, not from people I trust. But the story isn't over. Holden reached for her hand. We're telling you everything now. And there's more. You're in danger. Your father didn't come back out of love. Sienna added, he's connected to the people who manipulated your childhood. And he wants something. Claire's eyes hardened. Then she said the words that changed everything. Fine. If he wants a confrontation, he can have one. But it will be on my terms. The secrets are out, the lies are over, and Claire Grace is no longer the girl who breaks. She's the woman who fights back.